Good evening, Internet. Welcome back to another night of Strange and Scary Games. I'm Mom. That's all just over my shoulder. Tonight we're going to be continuing our journey through Dreams in the Witch House. I don't remember what I was doing. A figurine. We got a figurine. Nothing here. Got some mail. Weekly allowance. Is it Monday? It is Monday. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. What do I want to do here? So we've got a exam in 2 days, so we should be okay. It's a skillfully sculpted spiky figurine. The material looks exotic, some kind of mixture of stone and metal. This is the figurine I saw in my dreams. The creature that it's depicting must be an elder thing. It is said that the elder things were a mythical race that colonized Earth millions of years ago. I've read about them in my occult studies. I saw them in my dreams, alive and horrible to look at. The resemblance is unmistakable. The lower part where the tentacles were is missing. Did it snap off when I looked down on that silent dream city? Let's go. We're not hungry. Guess let's go to the university. Come in. The door is open. Hello, Walter. I'm not sure about this. Professor Armitage might have some insight into my experiences, but I have to be sure that he understands me correctly. He might send me to see a doctor or an alienist if he thinks I'm funny in the head. No. I need to be sure that I can trust him before I tell my strange experiences to him. Can I show him the thing? About my theory, yes? You mentioned that you could publish my theory in the university's newspaper. If your theorem meets the high scientific requirements of our paper, we would be happy to publish it. The university will also compensate you financially. The standard compensation is $5 for an article. If you wish, I can take a look at it now and see if it's ready for publishing. Yes, I would like to hear your comments on it. Let's see what we have here. I guess a quick peek couldn't hurt. Office supplies and old photographs. Nothing that interests me. No, I'm not going to mess with Armitage's paintings. I think it's Fusili's The Nightmare. Ghastly painting. Looking around is one thing, but rummaging through Dr. Armitage's drawers is too much. Newspaper clipping from the Arkham Gazette from a couple years ago. It has a picture of Dr. Armitage in it. The headline screams, "Cult leader's murder solved. Local professor helps police." Let's see. A man named Macario Simon was murdered in Arkham in 1926, and in the victim's home, police found strange books and manuals written in blood. Dr. Armitage from Miskatonic University assisted the police, was able to connect the evidence to the disbanded death cult named the Church of Starry Wisdom. Apparently, the Providence-based cult was already disbanded in 1877, but it started appearing in other places after that, most recently in Arkham. Dr. Armitage was able to decode the occult symbols and ciphers. The evidence indicated that the victim was actually a high member of the cult, which had gone through a violent coup d'etat. Suspects were found guilty and hanged, but the police couldn't say for certain if the cult was defeated or not. Impressive. I didn't know Dr. Armitage was so acclaimed in the occult. I wonder if Armitage has more occult references, or if this is just an isolated case. This is about the Miskatonic University Antarctic Expedition exhibition. The exhibition opens Thursday, April 1st at the Library Hall. Most of the items are borrowed from the university's archives, but some are from private donators. The Antarctic exhibition will be on for 2 months. I listened to the radio broadcast that followed the expedition. Too bad about how it ended. The exhibition could be worth a look. The document seems to be a professional contact list. It has the names of several universities and their addresses and contact persons. There's another paper under this one. Boston, Harvard, Princeton. There are also a few foreign universities mentioned, like Vienna and King's College in London. Dr. Armitage seems to have a wide range of connections. There's another paper under this one. Some kind of table with lots of titles and names. I think it's an acquisition list of books for the university's library. There's another paper under this one. Can I see the one that's on the bottom? I don't know if I can find the right pixel for it. I'm not interested in his diplomas. Excuse me, how does it look? Have you had enough time to form an opinion on my theory? All right. I think I have a grasp on your current status with your theory. You need to work more on your theory, Walter. It's not yet ready for publishing. I see. Goodbye. The resemblance is uncanny. Both the small figurine and the clay statue clearly depict the same creature. There are variations in the artistic style, but there's no mistaking the anatomy and the proportions. They are both skilled renditions of the elder thing. But how can that be? Are my experiences somehow connected to what happened on the Antarctic expedition? Is this the proof that the elder things are real and not figments of my imagination? I feel like I'm on the verge of some horrible realization. I'm feeling dizzy. My sanity's at 4. What do we want to do now? We should study. I finished that book. There's nothing more to learn from it. Was that all of the books that we needed? Let's see if we can. First, I need to come up with a catchy name for my theory. Luckily, I already have some in mind. The Sacred Geometry, the Occult Solution. The name raises some questions, but I think that's a good thing. Let's get started then. The first part will be my introductory chapter, where I state my theory. There is a deep continuity between modern science and the occult traditions of old. Alchemists and occultists were the scientists of their time. Their spells and rituals had surprisingly solid foundations when observed through non-Euclidean calculus and quantum physics. Theory plus 10. Interesting. I'm getting tired. It's the afternoon. How much do I have? I have 2 sleeping pills. I should be okay. I still don't know what the witch's oil is for. Let's go ahead and work on it some more. The Enlightenment introduced the concept of the clockwork universe, where the world was seen as a perfect machine. The knowledge of old was ridiculed and banned. However, as the 20th century advances, we are learning that the universe is stranger than we ever imagined it to be. As new scientific discoveries are made, we find ourselves drifting further away from the universal theory. There's a chaos that we can't understand. Clockwork is skipping time. Theory plus 10. How do we... How much money do we have? $14. It's not too bad. The rat hole cover has been devoured. I hope that poison worked. Are we out of poison? We are out of poison. What time is it? It's evening. Is the place closed? There it is. Board. Poison. Sleep. Already it's been devoured. It's dawn. Let me see if I can rest a little bit. Good rest. Everything is breaking on me. Not you. Low pressure area still over Arkham. Weather forecasts predict that the rainy weather could still continue for several days. I'm getting tired of this lousy weather. There is an interesting movie in theaters today. Tickets $1. We're still very tired. Hey. We're drenched. It doesn't start till evening. Is there a fire on? There's not. While the movie was just vulgar nonsense, it helped you to forget the everyday cares of the world. Surprisingly, you find yourself entertained. Helps my sanity. Does a fire help dry? I don't remember. It does, okay. So, let's take this. That's fine. Let's take this. Perfect. Okay. What time is it? It's dawn. Wow. Light bulb blew out. Well, our light bulb just blew out. Like, let's deal with that. Rest 2 hours. The light bulb in my room blew out. Can you fix it? I can't study in the dark. You shouldn't leave the light on unless you really need to. The wiring in your room isn't great. Bulbs burn out fast. I see. That would have been nice to know before I rented a room from you. All right, all right. Don't get excited. I'll replace the light bulb. It might take a few days. Very well. Now, is that all? Bye. No newspaper, no mail? No mail. Let's get to the university. Let's take our exam. How Faraday visualized electric and magnetic fields. With lines of flux emanating from charged objects. Easy. What elements did Faraday suspect to be connected? I don't know if I know this one, do I? Electricity, magnetism, and light? I'm quite sure about this. What is a Faraday cage? Closure designed to exclude electromagnetic fields. Electromagnetic induction is the production of an electromotive force across an electrical conductor and a magnetic field. Easy. That went well. The exam results should be on display tomorrow. All right. How am I doing? I'm a little bit hungry, but not too bad. Got $7. Let's work on our paper. Astrology, witchcraft, white magic, alchemy, and the so-called Hermetic writings laid the foundations of modern science. But important parts of this knowledge were lost with the Enlightenment. These dark arts that the majority of people shun away from might contain the missing pieces to the puzzle. We could unlock unfathomable secrets if we studied them with an open mind, using our understanding of the quantum world. By combining these two worlds, one could truly become a modern-day occultist. The first part of my theorem is complete. That was the easy introductory part. The next part will be the body of the essay, where I list my examples. Writing it will be a more challenging task. I'm very tired. I'm not hungry yet, so let's go ahead and go home. Actually, let's go see if we can get another board. I can. Perfect. Seal the hole. Very hungry. Let's put the rat poison on. Hope this helps. Let's go to sleep for the night. What a lousy sleep. Disturbing thoughts kept me awake. What day is it? It is Wednesday. Rest for a couple hours. Good rest. Go eat a meal. The Sacred Geometry, The Occult Solution by Walter Gilman. You got my attention. Is there anything else that I can, see in here? I don't think there's anything else for me to, examine except for his diplomas. Miskatonic, Master of the Arts. John Hopkins, Doctor of Letters. Doctor of Philosophy. English Literature and First Editions. The King in Yellow. Oh my. It's The King in Yellow, the infamous play that allegedly drove its readers to insanity. I've read about this. A couple of years ago, 3 Miskatonic art students formed a suicide pact after reading this. They hanged themselves in the rafters of their studio. After the incident, the play was banned from the US. I guess I could take a quick look and see what all the fuss is about. Put that back. That book is not safe. Oh, okay then. Sorry. Another occult reference. Could it be that Professor Armitage is some sort of esoteric expert? I can't say for sure. Not yet. The paper on top is partly blocking the view. Okay. It's a handwritten note that has a strange symbol drawn on it. It's written in Latin. It looks like a poem or a song. I've read about the strange names the passage mentions. Let's see if I can translate this. Nor is it to be thought that man is either the oldest or the last of Earth's masters, or that the common bulk of life and substances walks alone. The old ones were, the old ones are, and the old ones shall be. Not in the spaces we know, but between them. They walk serene and primal, undimensioned, and to us, unseen. The passage is taken from the Necronomicon by Abdul al-Hazred. I think it's safe to say that Professor Armitage is really into the occult and esoteric subjects. He might be a powerful ally, should I need help with that stuff. Before we move on. All right, you done reading yet? Taking forever. All right, I think I have a grasp on your current status with your theory. This is professional work, Walter. Yes, I agree. Your theorem is ready to be published. Just say the word and I'll send it to print. Yes, let's publish it. Very well. The university will pay you $5 for your article. Thanks. If you wish to extend your theory, the university will happily publish your follow-ups. Yes, it will be a 3-part essay. Very good. Just bring me the new essays when you're done, and I'll see if they are ready for the paper. I'm interested to see how you justify your claims in the follow-up. Goodbye. All right, we learned some stuff and we made some money, so we are doing pretty good. It's Thursday morning. Work on our stuff some more. Second part will be the body of the essay, where I support my argument with hard facts and evidence. I'll begin with architecture as it's closely related to mathematics. Geometric ratios and figures were often employed in the design of ancient structures. Many Hindu temples have a structure where its individual parts resemble the whole. A newly coined mathematical term, fractal, describes it best. These specific proportions convey a message about the infinite with a mathematical precision. The Hindu architects knew the concept of the fractal 1,000 years before the Western world. My tiredness affected my studies. 7.5. It's not great. How did we do? Not bad at all. I got an A-. That's a good result. Next course is organic chemistry. Required reading for the course is elements of chemistry. Because I've read Dale's chemistry book, my studies for this should advance with ease. Next lecture is April 30th. Next exam is May 11th. What was it? Elements of chemistry. All right, E. Elements of algebra, elements of chemistry. Collection 3, call number Lav. Collection 3, under... There we go. What was the other book that we had? Experimental Researches in Electricity. Let's go ahead and turn that in. Borrow book. Have a good day. All right. How are we looking? We're just tired. We should go home. Rat hole cover has been devoured. I hope that poison worked. I don't think it did. I don't think they're doing anything. We got that one scene where it was like, yeah, he looks bad, but then he keeps eating the boards. Take our last sleeping pill. And he's going to bite us again. This time the creature looks sickly. So we're bruised. We're very tired. It's still nighttime. Twice? What the hell is this? Is this a roll? Is there a dice going on behind the scenes? Why is he able to do that twice? Jesus Christ. I wish I knew how the system worked. 'Cause damn. I've been poisoning him forever. All right, it's Friday. Friday, gotta get down on Friday. God damn. Let's go see if we can get another board. I'm guessing that we can't. Yeah, we can't. So we just have to wait for our downstairs neighbor. I should go get more sleeping pills. I can make faster progress with my chemistry knowledge. An element is a substance that cannot be broken down by any known method of chemical analysis. My tiredness affected my studies. The pain reliever liniment helped me to block out the pain. I'm exhausted. Exams plus 7.7. Get some more sleeping pills. You got a board by any chance? Check the shelves. Found the plank for the rat hole. Thank you. Did we ever find a use for the glue? Thank you. Jesus. All right. Let's It's still nighttime. Take the pain reliever. This is awful. Can you just die already? Freezing. It's Saturday. Let's go. Oh, God. Is our light still, or our light is still bad? How's our cash doing? $7. Let's go eat a meal. Yeah, I know. We're doing it. We're doing the thing. We'll light a fire. We will read as long as we can. Lavoisier classified the elements into 4 groups: elastic fluids, non-metals, metals, and earths. The pain reliever liniment helped block out the pain. I'm very tired. We're still mauled. This fucking rat is annoying. He's eaten 4 boards this week, which I didn't know he could do. Sleeping pills, rat poison, cold medicine, pain reliever. We've got our little pharmacy. Not that it matters. I'm guessing you don't have another board for us, do you? And it's Saturday. Nos sumus malefici, fortuna, prosperitas et abundantia. Abundantia. This place again. Who are you? My names are many, as are my forms and faces. Okay, you can see them. Drawing looks as if it's some kind of code or an instruction. The main feature is the 8-angled star polygon. There's 8 markers drawn at its tips, surrounded by arrows that go clockwise, and a symbol of a sun. There is a curious-looking symbol at the center of the star. This doesn't seem to be a mechanism to use here, just paint on the wall. A circle with a cross in the middle, inside another circle. Must mean something, but I'm not sure what. We saw that previously. There's a pattern here, but I just can't seem to grasp it. I need to study more math to understand it. The old and musty tome is lying on the table. The title is the Book of Ibon. The book has information on unlocking secret knowledge from the 7th dimension. There is a special set of symbols that have to be activated in a certain order. After that, the astral knowledge can be obtained. One must be careful, though. Any lapse in concentration could attract the attention of something called the Hound of Tindalos. I'll write the set of symbols down for possible further use. At least we didn't get bitten. Thank you. You're fine, dude. We've got $3 until tomorrow. All right. What do we want to do? Our light bulb is still bad. Let's go ahead and read some more. Lavoisier recognized and named oxygen and hydrogen. The pain reliever liniment helped me block out the pain. He's closed on Sundays, isn't he? Yep. That sucks. Oh, hey. Do you want to do something together? I have some free time. Maybe have a cup of coffee? That sounds great, but I don't have any money with me. Well, I could buy you a cup of coffee. Really? Sure, no problem. All right. How nice of you. Let's get going then. So, where are you from? I think I can hear a New England accent. I'm a true Arkhamite. I thought you moved here. Our family has been here since the 17th century. I still live with my parents in the old family house. I'd like to have my own place at some point, but it's more economically feasible this way. Of course. And what about you? I'm from Haverhill. Actually, we moved to Haverhill when I was just a few weeks old. I've never been there. But didn't they have that big rat bite fever there a few years ago? Yes, I guess that's what we are known for nowadays. Well, on my behalf, welcome to Arkham. Thanks. This was nice, but I need to get going. See you around. How are we doing? Still scratched. Can I take a sleeping pill? And can we please not get bitten for the 5th time this week? God damn. That strange half-dream again. I remember seeing a hideous-looking rat with a human face. I must do something about those rats. God damn. Sanity is 3.8. That's not too bad. Very tired, but not too bad. It's Monday. It's Monday. $12 in the envelope. $6 enclosed. So we're back up to 19. Yeah. All right. We're not hungry, are we? Not yet. Can make faster progress. Lavoisier's theory of combustion used oxygen to overthrow the phlogiston? Phlogiston theory? What? My tiredness affected my studies. That's still not bad. Do you have earplugs? is living so expensive? You don't have any boards left. Was there anything else I needed? When is the lecture? 30th. Calorie meter is a device used to measure the heat of chemical reactions and heat capacity. I didn't realize that you were hungry. So let's go get you food. You get your board back yet? What am I supposed to do here? He ate like 5 boards in a week. He bit me like 5 times in a week. And now I can't get a fucking board. Take the pain reliever. Take a sleeping pill. What's my... Two foxglove, 1 lavender, 1 willow bark. So I don't have anything left, right? You can't make anything? Make witch's oil. But I don't know what to do with the witch's oil. Oh, there's the potion of restoration. So let's use that. Here, Ibon describes arcane rituals and magical formula that he learned during his travels. Descriptions are baffling to say the least, but there seems to be an underlying mathematical truth within them. I can't say if Ibon is madman or genius. My sanity is at 2.7. Please fucking sleep, you asshole. Thank you. God damn. All right. No mail. It's Tuesday. We have like $15. We need more. We don't need the pain reliever now. Let's go back to school. We still got a few days. We got like 3 days before our thing. Oh, the pipes are better. I don't need to be down here, though, do I? An element is a substance that cannot be broken down. Oh, you're fine. It's evening. Do we need anything? Sleeping pills, cold medicine. We can go get some pain reliever. I don't want to see you right now. Excuse me. Thank you. It's just what I was looking for. Are you hungry or very hungry? Because there's a difference. You're just hungry. All right. Bored. Poison. Okay, Simon Says again. I was again in that alien world with strange physics and geometry. It gave me new insights into mathematics. Math +3, sanity -4. Our sanity's not too bad. Is it dawn? It's dawn. So let's go ahead and rest a couple hours. We're still very tired. No newspaper or any mail. How are exams? Our exams are at a 4. Elastic fluids, nonmetals, metals, and earths. Oxygen, hydrogen. We're exhausted. All right. The thing is still there. Let's take a sleeping pill. Let's see if we can sleep. It's still night. We're very hungry. All right, perfect. We're back. How's our money situation? $12. And it's Thursday. That's great. Let's go ahead and have our meal. Our lecture is tomorrow. Hey, I read the first part of your essay. It was in the Miskatonic Inquirer. The sacred geometry, the occult solution. That was its name, right? Yes, that's right. So, what did you think of it? Pretty strong arguments you made there. But you got me hooked. I can't wait for the next part. I'm curious to see if you can back up those wild claims of yours. About studying together. Do you have organic chemistry too? Uh-huh. Would you like to study together? Yeah, let's do it. Great. Same place, same time? Works for me. Okay. Next Saturday at the coffee house around midday. Agreed. Is she supposed to be like Winona Ryder or... I still don't know what the phlogiston theory is. Phlogiston? All right, we're at 7. Maybe hit it one more time and then start working on our paper some more. Actually, the lecture should push us over the thing, shouldn't it? Lecture Old Guild Hall today by journalist and researcher Charles Fort focuses on strange anomalies and paranormal phenomena and how their research is rejected by mainstream science. Tickets $1. We should go to that. You heard accounts of poltergeist, spontaneous human combustion, and ancient technologies. The sheer number of paranormal evidence left you baffled. Alright, our thing is still there. We're not too bad. Let's go ahead and sleep. Good rest. What a cold day it is. Let's go to our lecture. The law of conservation of mass dates from Lavoisier's discovery that mass is neither created nor destroyed in chemical reactions. Just changes form. In other words, the mass of an element at the beginning of a reaction will equal the mass of that element at the end of the reaction. I'm hungry. There we go. So we're at 8.6. We could read a little bit more if we wanted to ace it. We should start on our paper again. Ow. My head. Something is tugging at my mind. At least I didn't take a sleeping pill this time. The fires must be lit. The dancers are starting in. I can hear them. I can see them. O friend and companion of night, thou who rejoicest in the baying of dogs and spilt blood, who wanderest in the midst of shades among the tombs, who longest for blood and bringest terror to mortals. Gorgo, Mormo, thousand-faced moon, look favorably on our sacrifices. The ritual has begun. Strike the child down. This is no dream. This is really happening. The sacrificial dagger has a hold on me. I can feel it pulsating. Thirsting for blood. Can I kill the... Thou hast signed the black book. Thou hast taken the oaths. Thou shalt obey us. Strike the child down. I'm losing control. I'm sorry. I can't do it. She has a hold on me. What's the matter, mine young apprentice? I can't. I can't reach the creature. Something is preventing me from moving. This might be my only chance. Dare I do it? There is no other way. I must save my soul. What art thou doing? Thou fool. No. All this for naught. Even death may die. I have to finish it myself then. The sacrifice has been accepted. The call has been heard. The time is nigh. Ia, Shub, the goats with 1,000 young. The dreaded May Eve was over, and the pallid sun rose to shine on the witch house. There had been a nocturnal earthquake that had startled the occupants, but no injuries were reported. Walter Gilman's disappearance was noticed a few days later. His belongings were untouched, and there was no sign of foul play. There were speculations, of course. The superstitious loom fixer, Mazurowicz, whispered wild rumors about witches and sacrifices. But no real explanation was discovered. Walter Gilman was never seen again. Like many other residents of the witch house, he disappeared off the face of the earth. Gilman's friends were baffled to learn of his disappearance. They did what they could to find him, but it was to no avail. No reason could ever be found, and they had to accept that Gilman had gone and wasn't coming back. Things settled down at Dombrowski's lodging house. The end is near, as the summer progressed. I got the worst ending? People came and went, and Walter Gilman became just a rumor. Only Joe Mazurowicz remembers him, but nobody believes the drunk, superstitious loom fixer anymore. Walter Gilman had made the ultimate choice. He had resisted the witch by ending his own life. But by doing so, he had possibly saved his soul from a fate far worse than death. The legend of the witch house was far from over. And now some of the new lodgers have claimed to hear footsteps from the garret gable room. It's the boy. The end. Finish the game on normal difficulty. That escalated quickly. That really got out of hand. Is that all? Am I safe to click? All right, so that was Dreams in the Witch House. That was shorter than I thought it was going to be. How long did Beat said that was like a 9 or a 10 hour game, and we appear to have beat it in about 5 hours. There's so much to talk about. All right. So I'd mentioned this in the past. Sleeping. Doesn't seem to be a good way to get consistent sleep. He's always becoming tired. He's always becoming very tired. He's always becoming exhausted. So I go and I get a sleeping pill to try to get him like sated so that he's awake, and it gets overridden by a story beat, or it gets overridden by a bad dream, or the rat comes and jumps on him and bites him. So it seems like there's not a good way for him to get consistent sleep, which bothers me because the sleep mechanic, the rest, it negatively affects his studies. It negatively affects his essay. It negatively affects his tests. So it's really important that he gets good rest so that you can do those things, right? So the fact that the story beats and the fact that the events and the fact that the dreams, they override the sleeping pills, very frustrating. I wish that there was a way to like consistently get him to rest. The timing. I talked about this in the last video, I think. You seem to have it broken down by hours. So even though it says dawn, it's like 6 o'clock. And if you rest for an hour, it just goes to 7 o'clock and it's still dawn. I wish that rather than having it by hours, it was just by time of day or by segment of day. So instead of having like 6 to 7 a.m., it just has morning to mid-afternoon, or morning to midday to afternoon. And then you know what your day looks like. I think that would give it more consistency, because sometimes I would wake up and then I would rest for 2 hours and it would still be dawn. And then I would rest for 2 more hours and it would still be dawn. And it's like, so I'm trying to get to the next thing. I want to do the next thing. Help me out here. The time economy it doesn't feel intuitive to play. The resting, the time economy. What else was there? Oh, I was thinking in the last video about emergent gameplay. So the way it is now, it seems like the story beats are scripted. They happen on certain days, they happen on certain nights, and I don't really have any control about that. I was thinking that based on the stats that we have, what if like the more occult that I got, what if the higher I got that, the more occult stuff started happening to me? The more that I studied, the less occult stuff started happening to me. So being a good student, getting my math up, getting my chemistry up, getting good grades, making good money, maybe like I would hear rats in the walls. But if once I started studying the occult and working on my paper, maybe that's when I would start hearing the voices and the baby and all that stuff. And just having the system kind of adjust to my choices as a player. That might be too difficult for this engine, but it was something that I was thinking about. It seems like there are things that you can just completely miss out on while what's his name? The downstairs neighbor, Tom. While Tom was talking about like going to the alleyway and getting alcohol, my neighbors were doing something very loud out there, and it completely distracted me, and I do not know what I was supposed to do at the alleyway. So the fact that I can just kind of miss out on things like that because my neighbors are racing like fucking bottle rockets up and down the street, kind of frustrating that there's not like a recap feature or anything like that. That might be the Wikipedia thing. I never checked the Wikipedia, so that might just be something that I never looked at. But I never saw it on like the to-do list. I never saw it on like the calendar or anything like that. Let's see. We got 5. We got 5 achievements out of 30. Some of the dreams, I didn't realize that there were choices there. So when it was like sign the book, I didn't realize that there was a way that I could not sign the book until I was already clicking on it. And I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's see what happens. But I didn't see any way out of that other than signing the book. So maybe I just didn't see it, or maybe it could use some more signposting. I love the pixel art a lot. The pixel art is really good. It feels like an old-timey adventure game. I can tell a lot of love went into like the setting, making sure that the writing kind of carried forward throughout the thing. I loved the other worlds. I loved the witch's hut. I really enjoyed the rave, the cult rave at the end of it. All really cool imagery. I can tell that you guys spent a lot of time on that. I love the use of this like pink, what's it called? This mauve shade as the supernatural. I think the color out of space did it kind of the similar. I love the use of that as a motif. What else is there? I'm thinking of like as this is kind of a life sim. I wonder if you gave more like persona like social links, if that would enhance the gameplay or if that would distract from it. Because what I'm thinking is like I wanted to like make friends with Allison because she is at the university as well. She is apparently in our classes. Like I wanted to be like, hey, let's be friends. And it didn't seem like it went anywhere. I can see that there's an achievement for like telling her about your strange experiences, but I never saw that. And then there's one for Elwood as well. So I wonder if there was like a friendship bar or something like that for Allison and Elwood. If that would be fun or if that would be distracting. Yeah, I think that's all that I've got for you. Going back to the time economy, the ending seemed to happen out of nowhere. I knew that we had about 2 months that we were working here because that's how long the aunt paid for our room. But I didn't have like an end date in mind. I thought that we were still going. If you had like an end of the semester deadline or something like that, that I could work towards, or if you had it on the calendar that like the what was it, the midsummer festival or the spring festival or whatever it was, if you had that on the calendar somehow and it was like, oh, maybe I should like be doing things by this deadline, that might help a little bit. Yeah, that's all I've got for you. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for joining me for another night of Strange and Scary Games. I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Good night.